Cats! Get out. Can't go in. There's your food. It's gonna be a crazy, crazy big day. One of those days that are too big. Too big of a day. I'm not even sure I can do it all. Hey, you're not helping. You're not helping right now. I want you to notice this. Yesterday in that hard frost, the persimmon lost all its leaves. But, you know what this is now? Some of this fruit is good. Most of it is best. It's pig feed. This time I put the kitchen garden waterer underneath this shed so it doesn't get ice. But you know what? It didn't even freeze last night. So we actually would have been okay to leave these out. So I have to do the watering chores this morning to edit the vlog that goes up today. I need to add a new chapter to Permaculture Chickens to the platform. I've done a lot of the editing. I just need to do the narration and put it together. Guys, a whole new chapter of Permaculture Chickens. Oh, and by the way, we've opened cart on Permaculture Chickens. All kinds of bonuses, all kinds of goodies, including a new chapter on raising meat chickens. How to raise a year's worth of chicken in 58 days. That's what I'm trying to get up today. There you go. I guess Josiah forgot to put y'all up, huh? If you've been watching this Everflow water, the biggest problem is that it's freezing. Here's our line coming down from the pond, and I think it's because we were having it come in so slow that there was standing water inside this pipe, and that froze and water could no longer come through. To fix that, we've got to get this draining as fast as it's coming in. And I think one of our problems is this comes out because we haven't glued it yet. We need to glue that on. The reason I didn't glue it on yet is just, you know, it's a prototype. I want to make sure I'm not going to make any changes, but it looks like I'm going to have to glue it because it could be causing problems, because this comes out and then I think we lose our, because all the water drains out, we lose our suck, our vacuum. So what we're going to try to do is get this to drain faster and that to come in faster, and that's what I want to troubleshoot today to see if that helps. Now, one thing I can do, since I don't think it froze last night, instead of running this back to the house, you guys, do my quick release and hopefully fill this up from the pond. Oh yeah. They knock it down sometimes, but not all the time. Is that assuring? Good morning, guinea clowns. Hey, you had so much energy. Where were you? That's my morning content for the shooting of today's vlog. Now, let's get the shooting out of the way for the new chapter of the film. I'm thinking this is maybe a good spot right here, kind of like that. Let's straighten that up. Come on, Laurel, you gonna behave while I do this? What did that look like? I like kind of blocking out those white windows a little bit. They're a little hair distracting. Doesn't help that Laurel won't leave me alone. There, okay. Let's clean it up. Let me get my notes. I'm in focus. Laurel, what are you doing? In this video, I'm gonna show you how to raise a batch of meat chickens. Let's go in. Hey! See, I got it done just in time. They're starting to get wound up. First things first, tidy up a little bit in here.
It doesn't have to be complicated. It's as simple as me and you. Love's a symphony already orchestrated. We can sing along when we say I do.
Now it's time to edit. I'm gonna do the vlog first. Unfortunately, my Adobe Premiere editing software, first time I've ever had a problem with it where I can't even run it and need a chat, but I do not have time with them to get on technical support. I'm gonna have to use Beauty's computer. Move everything else out. I got done with the vlogging, editing. It's 2 o'clock. Need to do some work in the afternoon, probably by 4, so I have about 2 hours here to try to finish this meat chickens video. Rebecca, I filmed that whole chapter. The narration, blurry. I don't have to do that again.
Okay.
But while we have a quiet moment here, pigs. Started looking heavily into breeder pigs, the American guinea hogs. They're smaller, they're much smaller. But then talking with Josh DeBerry and Ben Grimes, we visited him out in Raleigh, North Carolina. He's got experience with old spots and American guinea hog.
Right.
So how are you gonna get that pig up, Ben?
I am, there's not really a way to force a pig to do anything. They're bigger and stronger and more stubborn than you are. So for the most part, I'm gonna give him an option to go back in. And we'll see if he chooses to.
Option number 1.
Or he
go back in.
Where there's food and his friends are at, and there's water.
He's stopping for some clover.
Oh, yeah, I don't blame him.
Okay, so what's option number 2?
Option number 2, he stays out another day.
And he told me, it's him or Josh maybe told me, you got to keep 12 sows to justify 1 boar.
Which is a
And
lot.
Ben said he didn't know about Josh telling me that, or somebody told me that. Ben said 8, so either way, 8 or 12 is crazy.
We don't want to do that.
There's a guy who sells feeder old spots, meaning you buy them when they're like 2 months old.
Yeah, you buy when they're small.
He's fed organic. He hasn't done any of the chemicals, none of that.
pasture raised.
Pasture raised. He sells feeders, meaning you can buy them at 2 months, raise them through the spring, summer, and fall, and harvest them in the fall. The problem is he's in Pennsylvania, and that was a deterrent for me. And it's like, oh gosh, we're just going to have to get some breeders. Then I started to think, if this is true, the cost and trouble of keeping a boar
Yeah.
and breeding sows all year, it's probably worth it to drive to Pennsylvania. Oh my gosh. That is a cold, heavy rain. And since I went to watch the show that I recorded this morning, the chapter about raising meat chickens, it was all blurry. Like, am I blurry right now? I'm very clear right now. I don't know what happened. So I gotta film that again. And there's no working on the water in this. None of that. We do have to move the cows. So I'm gonna film this bit really quick, and then we're gonna go move the cows. All right, excuse this. We're gonna use the little camera to capture this. We're gonna have to film under the umbrella, sort of do update types of things. We've gotta move the cows. There's no option. We don't have any grass. As of today, we've gotta move them rain or shine. Projects like the waterer can wait. Moving the cows, feeding, watering, cannot. Here's what we gotta do. We need to get the water trough down here and right there. Who wants to do that? And then we need to run a line right there. The poles are already there. We got the reel right here to do it. And then we herd the cows down and put them up a cross fence. Who wants to go get the water, or who wants to put up the line?
I'll put up the line.
All right, go ahead. You guys ready? See? Mowed, eaten, unmowed and eaten. We put our automatic waterer on the other side of the electric so that the cows don't mess with it and break it. The mineral slit, let's see if that's working. It's working beautifully. All that stuff is still dry under there. You know, this is getting easier and easier because infrastructure is in place that wasn't before like this. If they're in here, how are they gonna get to the lane in their water? Well, I built this handy gate. It's as wide across there as it is here. Well, it was supposed to be. So, I'll make do. So there we go. Ha! And now they can get into the lane. How you doing, Bear? You're looking good. That was easy. All right, let's put it back. This is going much smoother than I thought. All we have to do now is herd them down, put up a cross fence. Here, Josiah. Is he coming? Good. Because Stud doesn't like going anywhere without him. I'm herding with the umbrella. I don't think they're afraid of, I don't think they have a worse fear than the umbrella. Especially if you close it and shut it. Come on, Laurel. Your instincts are coming out. All right, there they are. That's good, Josiah. Let's put up our fence. We have it. Laurel's practicing her herding. Nobody's listening to her. There's she's getting him to move a little bit. All right, let's go, Josiah, Jonah. Come on, goofball. Yeah, there'll be a day for that. All right, got our layman's drying rack, bringing memories from the road. Got it by the fire, drying out our clothes. I get to go back to editing now. I'm gonna edit that new chapter. I gotta get it out today. Go turn on your heat lamps in the brooder. Get that warmed up. That's gonna be the chicks' first desire. Not food, not water. They haven't even eaten or drinking yet in their life. They're gonna be looking to get warm, and then they're gonna be interested in pigging out and drinking. Also, get your magic water going. We're gonna crush up some garlic. Your garlic has a little natural arch in it. You put it arched down, get you a knife, push down on it. Makes it so easy to peel. Apple cider vinegar. Shaking it up to get the gook off. See the gook? That way, when you get the chicks and come back, they're ready to go in. So you go get your chicks, you come back, you set your chicks in, you count them, you dip their beak in the water so they'll get oriented with it, so they'll get their first drink, and then put them under the heat lamp. What you do, Mr. Brown?
What?
Jonah, son.
Yeah.
You take them out. Ah, I did it. Shot a vlog, edited a vlog, shot a instructional, ended up being about 30 minutes for that meat shaw chapter. The meat shaw chapter, the raising meat chapter for permaculture chickens is gonna be amazing. Almost 30 minutes. Can't believe how much I got done today. So happy about that. Right now, it's an early bird special, 15% off if you order by, when was it? Wednesday, tonight. No, Wednesday. If you order by Wednesday, 10 p.m. Eastern, we're giving a 15% off early bird special. So info on that in the show notes. Do check out Permaculture Chickens. You get this new chapter. It's included. And those of you who've already ordered Permaculture Chickens, you're getting it. You should have already gotten it by now, actually. So, with pigs, we're learning that it takes a lot to justify having a boar, like a male pig. What we're thinking is, we found somebody who sells feeders. Do you know what that means? You buy them as 2-month-olds, and then you raise them for 5-ish, 6 months, and then you harvest them. They would end up getting big. They would only be 2, and they would start off small, so we could pet them and stuff. Would that make you nervous?
If you're willing to, towards the end, to take care of them if I'm afraid.
All right, I'll do it. Towards the end, I'll help you take care of them if you're afraid.
Yes.
Because we do have to be careful.
What breed are we
always
getting?
want to be careful. What?
What are we getting?
Maybe old spots. We put in a word to the guy in PA to see if he'll deliver. If not, it's still worth it to drive up there. Ben Grimes said he would drive much further than PA to not keep a boar. You want to go on a trip to Pennsylvania in February? You and I?
Yes, just
Pick up
me and
some
you.
pigs?
Just me and you.
I don't know. We'll see.